Securing the economic recovery is Labour's top priority. Why put it at risk with the Conservatives who threaten to make cuts in public services? Manufacturing industry will be my top priority, and I want to see the secondary schools in the south of South Derbyshire renewed. I want to see new guarantees in the National Health Service, and I want to see the creation of a National Care Service. And I will make greener homes and greener living a top priority. I intend to see secondary schools in Swadlincote renewed, as is envisaged in the current Building Schools for the Future programme. I'm delighted that the investment has gone into secondary schools in Derby City that serve the children of South Derbyshire, but now it's the turn of the urban core to have better schools, and we want to make sure that that programme is kept on track. We've tripled the amount of cash that we've spent on the National Health Service, and it's been really noticeable how we've achieved targets like 18 weeks for operations, when previous targets under the Conservative governments of 18 months for an operation couldn't be met. So we've made a real difference, but now it's time to move away from targets and to guarantees. We will guarantee an operation within 18 weeks of it being booked. We will guarantee that you will see a cancer specialist within 2 weeks of a GP suggesting you need one. We will guarantee that you get the results of a diagnosis within a week. Labour will introduce a National Care Service, and it will provide free care for the most chronically in need by the end of this year. But we need a service that's provided for all people on the principles of the National Health Service. 1 in 3 people now need care at some stage in their lives. The average cost of care for a man is £20,000. The average cost of care for a woman is £40,000. These are big sums of money, and even bigger for people who need care for much more than the average time. Can we really afford to carry on with a system that is almost a lottery on your life chances and a lottery on your finances? It's time to apply the principles of the National Health Service to care. That we intend to do, and we intend to consult over the proposals needed and the actions needed to bring it into effect. We know this is not cheap, we know it's not free, but we know that something must be done. Climate change is one of the challenges that we face, and we must take action. In South Derbyshire, our homes are the second least energy efficient in the East Midlands. This is an obvious opportunity for us to do something about both reducing your fuel bills and improving the environment. Crime did double under the Conservatives, and it's fallen by a third since Labour came in 1997. But we want to make further progress. We have introduced neighbourhood policing in South Derbyshire, and that is having a good effect. We have also introduced restorative justice so that there's less paperwork on the police officers in dealing with crime. But what we now need to do is a special focus on antisocial behaviour. Voting in general elections makes a difference. In 1979, when the country went Conservative, all the revenue from North Sea oil was lost on keeping people unemployed. In 1997, when the people gave us a mandate to improve schools, hospitals and reduce crime, Labour was elected and delivered the difference and made a difference. That's why voting matters, and that's why everybody should vote on election day. Manufacturing matters in South Derbyshire. We make things. The share of the workforce in South Derbyshire in manufacturing is double the national average. I will fight for the retention of the investment allowances that benefit South Derbyshire firms, rather than Conservatives' proposals for cuts in corporation tax, which helps the City of London and the financial sector. South Derbyshire is one of the fastest growing districts in the country. It attracts inward investment with relative ease, has a good standard of living, and crime is low. I'm very proud of South Derbyshire, and I am very proud of this opportunity to be its elected representative.